Hi everyone, my name is Tish Van Ravenhorst and I have been teaching doTERRA for about 3.5 years now. I'm really excited to be here with you in Oil Camp 2 as we're talking about nutrition. And I have to be honest, I'm not here speaking to you because I am perfect at nutrition. I am speaking to you because good nutrition is important to me. So let's just start by clearing up a few things. Good nutrition is not about bland, expensive food that we punish ourselves with because we should be eating it. Guilt, shame, and self-loathing are not welcome in our discussion today, so just toss them in the garbage where they belong, and in their place, I want you to welcome love, acceptance, and understanding. This conversation will only be effective and bring about positive change with the right companions. So why do we care about nutrition? What makes it so important that it's the base of our wellness pyramid? Our nutrition, which includes the food we eat, the food we don't eat, our water intake, and the supplements we take, is the biggest piece of our healthy lifestyle. We eat multiple times a day, every day, so we've already nailed consistency. But if we can improve this single behavior, then we can improve every aspect of our health. Ann Wigmore said, the food you eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine, or it can be the slowest form of poison. Food is fuel. That's it. In our society, though, we're led to believe differently. We use food to celebrate, to connect, to make us feel better after a stressful day, to be our companion when we're lonely. But the reality is, at its core, food is fuel, nothing more. Our body needs protein, carbohydrates, and fats to function and thrive. The kind of fuel we give our body is completely in our control. We are the only ones in charge of what we put in our bodies. So let's try something super crazy and radical. Let's put good, nutritious, wholesome fuel in our bodies, and let's give ourselves the best and see how it changes our health. And there are 100 different ways to eat well. We're not here to debate those. What I want you to do is to find a plan or ideology that fits your body and your lifestyle, and then go with it. We can agree on some of the basics. We need lean proteins, smart carbs, good fats, and lots of fresh produce in our diets. We can also agree on things that we need less of: processed, pre-packaged food, simple carbs, and sugar. Let's focus on crowding out the bad with the good, eating less of the fast, cheap, and fake options, and more of the wholesome, real food options. I want to invite you to take an inventory with me. This is a training tool that we've learned from sales and success coach Tiffany Peterson. To follow along with me, I want you to go to post 4 and download your Oil Camp 2 workbook. Now you're going to love this tool that will help you get the most out of your experience here with us. Today we're focusing on nutrition, but we'll come back to this concept of self-inventory throughout camp, so hang on to this workbook for future use. I want you to ask yourself a few questions and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest. Now this is not supposed to be a negative experience, so self-loathing is staying in the garbage can, right? I'm simply asking you to observe how you're feeling about things right now. So we'll just look at the past 30 days and use that as our time frame for this exercise. Question number 1. How are you feeling about your overall nutrition? Are you eating well the majority of the time, or are unhealthy options making up the bulk of your diet? Question 2. How has your overall water intake, your hydration level been? Are you getting at least 64 ounces a day? Question 3. Do you find that you want to eat healthy food? How do you feel about eating healthy options? Are you drawn to them, or are you repulsed by them, or somewhere in between? Question 4. How do you feel about your fresh produce consumption? Are vegetables a one-hit wonder, or are they top of your billboard charts? Please don't feel overwhelmed and feel like you have to start moving all of these areas to a 10. We want progress here, not perfection. What would it take to move just a little bit though? If you rated one area as a 5, what would it take to bump it up to a 6? If an area rated as a 2, getting up to a 10 all of a sudden sounds crazy and impossible. But bumping it up to a 3, yeah, we could totally do that. So let's focus on making progress and moving the needle just a little bit more in the right direction. And remember, Love and understanding are your companions on this journey, not judgment. You'll notice in the workbook that we've given you a lot of space in each quadrant to write down your thoughts. Choose a number to express where you are right now, and then use a space to write some ideas that would help you move that number up, even just by 1. I'm not asking you to commit to doing all of these things right away. All we're doing here is taking inventory. So use these pages to note any ideas that come to mind. You can decide later on what you want to focus on. You'll also notice in the workbook that you have several blank pages you can use to take notes throughout camp. We hope you find that useful. So for today, I will leave you with this one last thought from Tara Stiles. Eat like you love yourself. Move like you love yourself. Speak like you love yourself. Act like you love yourself. Isn't that beautiful? Let's keep working through this content to gain a new perspective and learn new tips to help us get there.